So we're talking about when I proposed to this.
This guy, he just puts ring
beautiful
inside
girl.
a bar, and I mistakenly almost swallowed and choked on my ring.
It was actually
End of
the draw
story.
soup. It was inside draw soup.
It was inside draw soup.
Yeah. And then she
What
packed about like this.
You see, that's why we didn't post anything on Instagram,
We've
because
been finding a way to spin.
I had to shit it out first.
Oh no, darling.
Okay.
Oh.
The true story. So,
Okay, so the proposal story.
yeah.
Blushing.
Really, babe?
Like, I'm literally like, this is the first time I'm going to be talking about it with anyone. I've not actually told
Really,
anybody
I
the
told
story.
everyone that found out that we got engaged called me and was like, tell me what
I didn't
happened,
tell anybody.
me.
Everyone was just like, I can't know. Yeah, I got engaged. Okay, yeah, call her, Mike. Yeah, bye. Okay, so, where do I start from?
You're really blushing. Look at your cheeks.
Okay, so the proposal.
Oh,
First off, baby, do you know that was not the first time I wanted to propose to you?
really?
I actually was going to propose to you. First, introduction into our dating life. Quick introduction, nutshell. You guys know Bae has been on my channel a couple of times. She used to be Bae. Now she's wifey. She's Bae Plus. Bae Plus. Yeah. So she'd come, a couple of times. We started trying out this, couple content.
Yeah.
But then she'll go back to London, everybody at that time was telling her, you better stay in London and get red passport. No, marry a white man.
not
But
red,
I was
it's
like, Burgundy. And then I'll just be like, baby, you want to come over and see me? Baby, you'll love me. And then her whole brain, So all her aunties and uncles and cousins were just like, oh, you better know what you're doing. But I was always, we really loved each other. We dated for 5 years.
Yeah.
And 3 of those years were distant relationship.
Yeah.
It was a distant relationship. We were together for a year.
Yeah, so we're together
And then
before I went.
the next year was toggle off and on. Then
Yeah.
3 years straight up distance and just seeing once in a pink moon.
Actually, we didn't see until I came back.
You came back.
And then I left again and came back.
That time you came. No. There was a time before that time that you came.
It never
No.
came back.
That time you came. That before you went, I actually planned to.
Are you serious?
propose.
That was the
Oh, yeah.
period where we actually shot the first few videos.
Yeah, I planned on
Akah
proposing,
Bants.
and Fatima was actually ring shopping for me, but somehow,
Really?
yeah, it takes me to the next point where I just felt like, oh my god, I'm not ready, because I always felt like to propose or to marry, you have to be freaking rich. I always had that idea where I want to have millions of naira in my account,
Right.
and I just felt like no, I'm not ready, and I always didn't know. One of the reasons why I didn't buy that ring was because I didn't know what you wanted. So I knew you didn't like gold. I knew you didn't like. But Fatima was like, she's like me. Let's get a nice color, black. So Fatima was just ring shopping on black rings or white rings with black metals, you know. But it didn't work out, timing and all that, and I was afraid. But then now let's go into the real.
I'll say no.
No, just afraid that I was not ready, that I wasn't rich enough, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, this time, the real time, you were here. She had come back to Nigeria. And we have to talk about the pressure. After a couple of months, you had just spent 4 months here, or 5 months or 6 months, and there was a lot of pressure every time. Even Claire will paint her nails. Somebody in church will give her a nasty why are you painting your nails? Have they proposed? Have they put a ring on it? If she wants to paint her nails, let her paint her nails. And she was telling me all these things, and aunties and uncles calling, you've been back for 6 months, no proposal. They proposed every week. She had a call from a friend, a family member, proposed.
And then there's this thing that Instagram does. I don't know how, but for some reason, everything that was coming, those ads that will just pop up, it will be ring, it will be dress, it will be just something about wedding, and I'm just like, come on. And
this happened for
months. Why me? Why me?
And she was always telling me.
So bad that it got to me. Normally, I'm not the type of person to even I never sat to dream about my wedding or whatever. But when these things started happening, and I started asking myself, like, yo, okay, so it's now 5 years, like, what are we doing? So I started asking Akah questions like, yo, are we actually intending to get married? Not knowing that this was somehow putting pressure on him. So it wasn't like I was directly trying to pressurize him to make a decision, but it was because I was also getting pressure.
Yeah, and that pressure indirectly came to me. And the truth is, I was just one of those people who marriage is a very, very serious issue.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to rush or feel pressured or feel like somebody moves me to do. I was going to do it on my own terms.
Yeah.
And that time that the pressure was, I was like, look, I lock up. It's not because of that one that I'll not come up with me. I beg. She started planning her trip to Canada. Bay was like, you know what, this Nigerian life is not for me. I'm going to Canada. I'm changing my life. I'm immigrating.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, you know what, everything had calmed down. You know, I was cool. I was like, it's time for me to make a move. And then, you know, I started looking for rings. FVO, big shout out to you, Bolanle, all the people who were on my case to help me get a ring. So one guy in Dubai, I've forgotten his name, some random guy that I got introduced to who was literally ring shopping for me, sending me pictures for like a month plus. Thank you, I appreciate you all. But then the idea for the proposal, so I you know, the way you propose is also very important, and I didn't want to do anything that was just like random. So I just thought about it.
Would I have bothered if it was like random?
Babe would not bother. If I put the ring in her bar, it's fine. Like, she's not one of those people who has to be. But if you do it right, it still matters to her. Do you get?
Yeah.
So you score points for doing something right, but she doesn't really. She's not one of those people who has to say it has to be this way or that way. But yeah, she's a woman. Do it right, gam. You get points.
You get cookie points. Yeah.
Cookie. So she's an artist and a designer, and at that time, like I told you, I always say it, I'm well connected. So I reached out to my people at Omenka Gallery. Big shout out.
Hold on. Okay, so prior to this, right? I don't think we can even say the story at the same time without killing the surprise. So, say one random day, like a week or 2 weeks to getting engaged, right? So Omenka Gallery emailed me saying that they wanted to work with me for representation or whatever. They needed to meet. So when I got this email, I was just like, I don't want this. Like I showed him. It really bothered me for some reason because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be represented by a gallery, and I wasn't sure if I wanted the pressure to create art in the way that galleries do put on artists. So I shared this with Akah, and I was like, this is a great opportunity, but I don't want it. Like, my body was just repelling it. I don't even know why. And Akah was like, you know, he tried to encourage me. I was like, go for it. At least go for the meeting, see what they say. It took me forever to reply that email. As usual, I didn't want to reply. When I replied, I was like, okay, you know what? Why do we have to meet? Can we just have this conversation via phone? Let's just do this.
Video call. You were
video
like,
call. Yeah. We don't have to meet up. And then
they were like, the CEO would love to meet her Saturday morning.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, the owner of the gallery really wants to meet, and I was like, you know what? Okay, let's do Saturday. You know, a day that is not so busy at this certain time.
So actually, what had happened there was that I had planned with the CEO of Omeka.
Obviously, by the time you the proposal, obviously you, oh gosh, babe. So I had my friend Dola who had I think Dola just came back from London, or one of us just came back, and I don't remember now. We just needed to have like girls' time, so she came to do a photo shoot in my studio, and then after the photo shoot, you know, we just talked about life. She's married, you know, she was trying to go back to London. And then she was like, so she said that we really need to spend time together. Dola was like, let me take you out. Let's go do our nails together. Let's have girls' time. I'm like, it's girls' time. I don't need all these, you know. Anyway, she really persisted, and then we got
she wanted you to like come to nails.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't fix not like my that. Nails, like. Oh,
but then I was like, we must do girls.
This was around 6 p.m. and I'm like, why am I doing my nails 6 p.m.? So I got there, I was dragging with all the salon members. All of them were like, Auntie, just fix now. You know they fix. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just do a manicure. Actually, let's do a pedicure. When I said pedicure, one of the aunties there was like, oh yeah, at least she they do pedicure. Dola was like, who are you? No pedicure. She's fixing her nails. Period. I'm like, Dola, you're being suspicious right now. What's going on? And she's like, no, I just want us to have matching nails. Anyway, I did my nails that day. Next day was my meeting, Saturday, right? One of my friends called me. I think she called that same night.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I was not telling her, like, yo, Dola just made me do my nails. I was out with her and everything. And she's like, anyway, I'm free tomorrow. Work has been tedious. I'm free. Let me take you out. So I'm like, oh, I have this meeting at Omenka. And she's like, okay. We can go to your meeting at Omenka. After the meeting, we go out together. So she was like, she'll come pick me up in the morning and then she'll take me to the meeting. I was like, okay, cool, great. So on our way there, so many things happened. We got stopped by police because somebody entered U-turn where you're not supposed to U-turn. We were running, speedy. They caught up with us. We finessed our way out of it. Anyway, we got to the meeting and then, she was just chilling, waiting for me. I got called into the gallery and there was waiting, and that was, for some reason, I entered the gallery and there was I met with, I think it was Ladum.
Yeah, the manager of the gallery.
Yeah, I met with her and, she was like, oh, great, finally meeting you, everything. Wait here, let me get the CEO. So I was in the exhibition hall and there was this guy playing a guitar and I'm like, Oga, this gallery, they are top notch. I mean, they have stationary guitarists for people who just come in on random day, And then I was listening, I'm like, hold up. And I was like, hey, this song, is it by John Legend? And he's like, yeah, it's, the song? I was like, yeah, my boyfriend sings it to me. It's one of our songs. And he was like, oh, that's nice, that's sweet. And then he keeps playing. And I quickly stepped away from the guy in case, because I was just thinking to myself, this guy can just be like, I'd say, yeah, give us 2,000. I didn't have any money on me. So lately, I just said all that. I just, rested my back. I just stepped away. So I was back in the entrance. And all of a sudden, I just saw my friend running inside. And she threw petals at me. I'm like, what's this?
First of all, when you saw her in your head, you were like,
why
are you in my meeting?
Yeah,
stay outside.
She just came and threw petals, and then I'm like, what? And then somebody just entered, like 007.
Hey!
I was just like, what to get me? That was how he now started singing.
Yeah, I sang the song that the guitarist was playing.
Yeah.
My friend, my guy, my housemate at the time. So he started, singing, and then, I knelt down. I actually went out to buy balloons to spell out "I love you," and then I put them out. And then,
honestly,
started singing, and she was like, she helped me.
I was very emotional.
My whole shit.
Tears.
So cliche.
I kept saying this is so cliche. I don't know why.
It's so cliche. And then I knelt down. What you do as a man is kneel down, and then I went on this talk. Oh my God, I've never shook had a shake in my life like as much as that night, like that day. Like I was shaking. To even place the phone, my camera, where it was meant to be, I catch everything. The camera was facing up. So anyway, I knelt down and then proposed, and then of course, B now said yes.
This is a hand, baby.
So yeah, that was a really emotional, and everybody was like, ah!
Yeah. Interestingly, like the person who
there was an artist who was exhibiting that day.
She was there. She was
so excited.
emotional.
She was so emotional. She took pictures of us. I planned this thing out with everybody. So taking it back on the day, before that day, actually, I had spoken to her friend Dola, who took her out to the salon. I had called Dola. I was like, Dola, yo, this is what I'm planning. And Dola is also a photographer. So I wanted her to come and take pictures that day, but I was like, yo, you need to take her out because she's not going to get anything done. Go get her nails out and everything. She was like, Akah, I got you. What?
For some reason, like when Tommy was driving and we were going to Omenka, I was saying to her that I feel something's about to happen. Like, it's just weird how Dola would drag me out for my nails. Like, I feel.
So the day before
you
Dola,
know,
and then Tommy was coming to.
yeah. And Tommy was just like, oh, that's how you know when you have high hopes like this, that's when things do. So,
Okay, so you felt like something was going to happen in your,
like,
at the professional.
Not at that meeting, but soon. It could be like a week from now.
Oh, you really felt like I was going to propose in like a week?
Yeah, I felt
that was God saying, giving you a witness that you better say yes, sis. It's happening today. It's happening.
He said you better say yes.
So seriously, like I had called her friend Tommy, myself and you had already had like a mini fight.
Yeah.
And I called Tommy to actually call you that Friday night to talk to you about it. I was like, see, there's a lot of also pressure and everything. Just talk to her and make sure, because I know her. I know in like I wake up that Saturday morning and say, I'm not going for this meeting. Let's have a video call. You know, I was like, your job, Tommy, is to make sure that she gets to that meeting. She was like, Akah, I got you.
I came out of my
I
house.
looked, if you know how I scouted these girls, because I'm like, I don't have their numbers or anything. I looked for them, found them on Instagram, messaged them. So that's how Tommy came to pick her up that day.
Mm-hmm.
That morning, I woke up late. Hey, and I know if they give Eniola time for meeting, say time is 12 o'clock, Eniola will be there by 11:30. Eniola, I was like, God, when I woke up, it was like 10 o'clock and 10:30 or so, and you were meant to be there for 12. Hey, see me running. And I had to buy one more thing before getting to you. I got the ring also, so we started running. Me and my guy were like, Eniola is going to be here by 11:30. We'd make sure that we are early. See, I was shaking so much that what I was driving, I was like, what if we're driving this way and she's driving this way and we just look at each other like. So we had to go park the car.
Because this guy lied to me like he was at work. So
oh yeah, Eniola too.
he was supposed to be on set at your chair.
So you know when the gallery reached out to her the first time and they were like, oh, right to have a meeting, that she was like, no, let's have a video call. They reached out to me that Akah, she said no. Sorry. I said, guys, try again. So I called her, I was like, yo, what's up? What are you doing on Saturday? She was like, nothing. This gallery people, they reached out to me. I don't want to have a video call. I want to spend time with you. I was like, me? Oh, me, I have work. I'm going on set. Please, just go and do your own life. Go and get your meeting. She was sad. She was like, okay. So I told them send her another email. So they sent her another email. She was like, okay, she will meet them. So anyway, that day we got there in time, late, and thank God for the things that happened. If not, the police things and everything. If not, she would have jammed us. There was no way. But my God was on the matter. I prayed that day, Jesus. I was
that guy is so weird. That policeman, all he wanted was our phone numbers. So weird. That guy is so creepy. Like, I was like...
And you gave him Tommy's number.
I was like, sir, it's just phone number, right? All right, then. I wrote it and gave him.
Yeah, and then I was shaking that day, and then, the proposal happened. It was the most beautiful, most romantic thing I think I've ever done in my life.
It was because he's very not romantic.
No, baby.
So
No. When we started dating 5 years ago, I was not romantic. 2 years down the line, I know I'm romantic right now. You can't even say with your chest, baby. Oh yeah, before God and man, say that I'm not romantic again.
He's not romantic.
My toast.
But he's trying. Like, he's better than before. Period. Like, you're way better than before.
Baby, anything I do, I put thought into it.
Yeah, you do.
How can you say I'm not romantic?
You're thoughtful. Being thoughtful and romantic, you have to be thoughtful to be romantic, but it's a different level. Do you understand? So, yeah. Anyway, but baby, you're romantic. You're very romantic.
Okay, rate my romance, my romanticness.
There are a couple things that you have to do to...
Let me rate your own romance.
Okay.
I'm messing with you. Anyways, where was I before when we met?
You were in one. Jesus. The first Valentine this boyfriend.
This is not about that. Thank you so much.
No.
This is the end of the video, guys.
Me a message when I was trying. I was like, baby, you have to take this pillow with you to London. You know those pillow that is made of satin. See, a very bright orange pillow. They now use red font to write "I love you." Those ones. Oh, baby, are you really
Maybe you don't have the right to share that story.
I don't have the right. But this
is not
my pillow, though.
The pillow that you left in Nigeria, when she was going, she didn't carry it.
I don't know what happened happened to it. I should my family members.
Baby, make sure you carry the pillow when you're going. I'll miss you.
I was like, nah, bruh, nah.
Like, no, but I love you too.
Anyway.
But yeah, guys, that's it.
I think
she said yes.
During
By the way, her parents knew. Her parents knew. I had to go
Yeah.
ask her dad and let him know that I was gonna ask her hand in marriage, and he was like, "Oh, why are you asking me? I mean, this is what we have
That's
been
my
praying
dad's
for.
voice. What's wrong with you?
This is what we have been praying for. I mean, you have
Please stop.
we have taken you as our own. You are our son.
Can you stop? Can you stop?
So yes, so I now went to tell the mom that, oh, I'm proposing. Oh, the mom was like, what do you plan on doing? I said, we're doing it in an art gallery because she loves art. There's going to be like this and that. She was like, you know, my daughter is like me. She doesn't care for all these things. You don't need to spend so much money. Just take her to the beach. I mean, just propose to her there. Oh, just do something simple. She's a simple person. I said, mommy, I know, but I got this.
I got this. See, after the proposal, I got home, showed my mom the video and everything. Every time I watched that video, I cried.
And then I was showing her mother the video and still
and I
crying.
was crying. I was like,
Her mother was like,
my mom was like, what's wrong with you?
I see you got your own style. But what was also weird was that because Elena's parents are like pastors, we were kissing a lot in the video. So
Not
like
a lot in the video, but like we kissed.
and the mother was like,
times.
she would see the kiss. She's like,
Okay.
okay, you are doing okay.
What's
Sweet.
that?
I'm
Mommy,
sorry.
You see what?
Mommy,
see
this is
how
not your
this
voice. I
is
love you.
imitating you and making you look like you
Look
have
like
some
what?
Yoruba-ish thing going on. Like he's not a good guy. Don't make him to be a good
Why
guy.
you making me out to be a bad
This is
guy?
a bad guy. Why is he imitating
You
you?
know what? This is the end of the video. This is the end of the proposal video. I love you guys.
Hold on. I was also going to say that there was one point in the proposal, right, where Akah was, what's this smile? Akah was trying to lay out the
I love you.
I had to help him. And
Excuse
honestly,
me.
like,
The plan was that the balloons spelled. I wanted
don't
to
know
stick them
why.
on the wall. I love you, but then I will stick. It will fall. I'll stick. It will fall down, and then I laid it on the floor.
you laid it, yeah, but it was just cute. It was annoying for me because I love you is a very long, like, it was very long. So we were there trying to figure out the letters into I love you.
When I was singing to I love, she started singing me to sing. She was not singing with Ekwa Choir alto.
And then I was crying.
Please, why? I'm like,
nice.
can you just let the professionals sing? But it's all good. It's all good though. It's all good. And now she's wifey.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for
it's
listening.
literally a year. It's a year in 2 months. It's a year
What's
in
a year?
2 months since we got engaged. We got engaged in October. So we didn't share the
We put out the proposal, story like in February.
Yeah.
But we actually got engaged in October. Everybody thought
We
I
put it
proposed
out
to her
in January.
February the next year, but
In January. Yeah, around our birthdays.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, I proposed to her in October. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure just being with you guys and you guys hanging out with us and always wanting content from us. Make sure you go follow Akah and Claire on YouTube and subscribe to Akah Bants. All right, guys. Make sure you share this video, comment, and also give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Instagram, Akah and Claire.
Thank you
Clay
for
there.
watching.
Akah Nanny.